everybody. This is Jeffrey here in Austin, Texas on this beautiful summer day at the corner of South First and West Ashley. It's 88 degrees, I just checked. I've been out here maybe 20 or 25 minutes setting up. Wow, I'm surprised it's not like not that windy. About an hour and a half or two ago, I was gonna go in the old Golden Chicken eat right there, but I didn't want to because it was like not that windy, and I've been having trouble trying to lip sync this song for probably over a week. It's been too windy, or I messed up and didn't even upload it. You know, stumbling on my words, got it out. But anyways, I told a guy, a friend of mine that worked there, I said, wait a minute, I'm hungry, that's overruling. But I ate, and then a good chicken meal. By the way, the chicken meal was good, a 2-piece, and with some other things, you know, one side and an extra side. I got that small salad in there, so I can eat some vegetables, you know, with the chicken. And I thank God for the meal, and I thank God that I'm free eating fried chicken. Because that was one of the most popular meals, probably still is in prison, the fried chicken. Inmates couldn't wait to get that. But now, I thank God I can eat it anytime I want to. But it's not good to eat it anytime I want to and too often, because greasy food can, you know, get into my veins, and I don't want them clogged up. And thank God that I exercise, even doing something I like, fun, to help out in that endeavor, because I'm 65. And, you know, this book I got by Don Colbert, MD, What You Don't Know May Be Killing You, covers even that. Talk about the sedentary life and exercise and different foods, and it's a really good book. And I quit drinking tap water at 55 out here in the world because of that book, and I quit showering with tap water because the book said due to showering and bathing and drinking tap water, there are many documented cases of cancer. Anyway, y'all can get the book and just go into the reason for that. I'm trying to get this intro and the song on the same clip. I need to figure out how to join videos on the editor or on the editing service, so I won't have to say part 1 and part 2. Okay, the song in the background is Love Is the Answer by Cindy Morgan from 1999. It's a remake. Let me read a few things about her. Wikipedia says she's born in 68. She's younger than me. I was born in 56. And she's 12 years younger than me. Anyway, everybody's different ages, you know. But I feel good at 65. Okay, she's a contemporary music singer and songwriter from Harrogate, Tennessee. I put my pronunciation there after I heard the pronunciation. In the U.S., Morgan's 1992 debut album, Real Life, earned her 6 Dove Award nominations. Her follow-up, A Reason to Live, garnered her another Dove nomination. Too bad she didn't win one, because she's one of my favorite Christian artists. Other songs by her are I Will Be Free, 93. Thank God I'm free from prison, speaking of free. And that year I was locked up. I was like about 16 or 17 years in on the 32 I served. So I still had about half of 16 or 17 left when that was out. How could I ask for more? 92. She putting out a lot of stuff in 92. Praise the King, 09. She's up in the 2000s now. A year after I was out, she put that out. These numbers make me think of things. And when I think of being free, I'm thankful to God for opening the door. Oh, it's a beautiful day, by the way. God's creation. The heavens declare the glory of God. Ooh, the sun. I couldn't look at. I tried to get it in frame the camera, but I couldn't look too long. Matter of fact, I heard of some religion where somebody, looked at the sun. The religion purported that, I guess, and I looked at the sun too long, and I think they were blinded. Anyway, wow, the things religion away from God will tell us to do. But the only true way to God is through Jesus Christ. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. That means we must come to a point where we realize we're sinners, we're on the way to hell, realize that we're a broken God's heart, realize His Son died and rose for us, pay for our sin, and by faith, in sincerity, accept Him into our life. Then we'll be ready for moving on in this life and God's plan and moving on into eternity with God in heaven. Still a hell, because Christ said hell was prepared for the devil and his angels. Wasn't even prepared for man, but there's no other place for people that don't want to accept Christ in their lives. Anyway, Sweet Days of Grace, 95. That's my favorite by her. I Know You, second favorite. I believe they're on the same album. That's 95. It's Gonna Be Heavy, 92. Love Is the Answer, 99. And that's my third favorite. And she has several other more songs. If I listen to all her music one day and more of her stuff, I may end up liking some better than these. But I doubt if I'm gonna like any better than Sweet Days of Grace. The message is good first and foremost, and the music is wow, up tempo, out of sight type of music. Seems to have a pop beat. The song says at the beginning, name your price, I'll take you to. Name your price, I'll take you to paradise. The only person can take us to paradise is Jesus, but we believers can lead people to Christ, Okay, and the song talks about ups and downs, but we need to be strong and hang in there and encourage one another. Okay, I'm not trying to take away what the author meant by the song. The author is Todd Rundgren. Okay, so I'm just getting an analogy from it, a spiritual analogy. Okay, and the song talk about we're all homeless boys and girls. We just passed through this earth and it's owned by God. The psalmist said, this particular verse in this particular psalm says he is like homeless and sojourner. We like sojourners in this world, strangers and pilgrims, but God allowed us to borrow things, and true people work for what they got and so forth, and that's God's ability in them, but the bottom line, God owns everything. The earth and the heavens are the Lord's. But ain't no wrong with us owning stuff while we were here, house, cars, so forth. Okay, but the eternal home is in heaven. Christ said, I go to prepare a place for you, and if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. The first part that I missed quoting, in my Father's house are many mansions. Then what I quoted came up next. Okay, this song said, this song said, people someday must die. The reason we all die one day is because of sin, the curse of sin in the world. God told Adam the day he eat of that tree, he was allowed to eat of all kinds of trees in the garden. I'm talking about Genesis, the first 3 chapters, where this is at, first book of the Bible. But God told him not to eat of that tree in the middle. Satan tempted the woman, and the woman gave in, ate, because Satan lied to her. Y'all can go read the story. And then the woman gave to her husband, and he willingly chose to eat, because just agreeing with her. But they died that same day spiritually. That's why everybody's born, have a sinful nature, and we are dead spiritually until we put our faith in Christ. Okay. Anyway, the song Christ, I believe, I'm a apply light of the world to Jesus Christ. Christ said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows after me should not walk in darkness but have the light of life. Just like that sun is brightening the whole earth, physically speaking, in creation, and people can see better than that night. Christ is a spiritual illumination like that. Okay, I ain't even practiced because I practiced so many times. Anyway, let me put this on. I'm on errands, and this may be the last one, and I'm almost through with my online school, Penn Foster. I'm on my executives. Took me a long time to figure out how to say that word, executives. and I chose culinary, and it's all about cooking. All right, let me put this on. And I can't wait to go to a graduation party. My friend Carmen probably gonna invite me to one. And I'm gonna be doing my own song for me. And of course, all the high school grads of 95 and every year, and all the people graduating from college and any other field, I'm gonna dedicate that song to them all. The song is, I'm almost through my science for it. The song is the class of 95, apparently for his son. I heard it on Christian radio when I was in there. It's out for the most beloved album I like by him, Field of Souls, class of 95. I'm gonna honor what the song is originally for, and by having 95 on the sign for the class of 95, I'm gonna show that. And while there's a little pause, flip it to 2022. Oh, by the way, that mistake is when I got out, 2008. All right. Let me get to this song. When we get to the end of ourselves, we can turn to Jesus Christ. And he will shine on us. Shine is a metaphor for looking down on us with blessing and so forth. That's just my analogy. Even when England Dan and John Ford Coley remade it in '79, the lead singer said it has a spiritual ambiguity about it. Ask the man in your heart for the answer. Sometimes when we look at ourselves, we can just let our conscience speak to us and lead us in the right way. The conscience means our part of us that tell right from wrong. So we need to, when our conscience trying to lead us to the right thing, we need to do it. And when our conscience trying to lead us to God, we need to not suppress it. All right. I think I covered enough thoughts about it. Be too much out of the frame behind that bush. Let me move this over. Okay, that's better.
I'll take